Hello, builders. Welcome to episode 34.
And I am Lucas. Anna, why are we wearing these yellow helmets?
Because today, things are built. We are in a factory.
A factory. Okay. Wow. I have to admit, the atmosphere is immediate. It's not just the helmets, right?
Not at all.
Can you hear that hum in the background? It's sort of mechanical.
It's rhythmic.
Yeah, rhythmic. It feels like, I don't know, productivity. It has a sound.
Exactly. And that's really what this is all about. It's a system check. Today isn't just about looking at, conveyor belts and machinery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a system check on how we describe the world. We are entering a space where the action is way more important than the person doing it.
Which is, that's a fascinating shift in perspective, isn't it?
It really is.
Usually when we tell stories, it doesn't matter if it's just gossip or history or the news. We're obsessed with the who.
Always the who.
Yeah. Who did this? Who said that? Who's to blame? But here, standing on this, what is this, a metal gantry?
I think so, yeah.
Looking down at the floor, the individual person, the ego, it kind of disappears.
It dissolves into the process.
It does. It dissolves. That's a great word for it.
And that, right there, brings us to our mission for this deep dive. We are here to master the passive voice.
Okay.
We're going to learn the language of manufacturing, and we're going to understand how things are made.
Are made. Ah, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
You're already using it. You're already using the structure of the day.
I can't help it. It's infectious in here. The whole structure is ED. ED. That's the rhythm we're going to be marching to today.
ED.
Okay. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of the grammar, just look around you. Really take in this place. It's not just a building.
No, it's not. It feels like a cathedral of industry or something.
That's a great way to put it.
It is impressive. It's vast. I can see rows and rows of machinery just stretching out almost as far as I can see. There are pistons moving up and down, lights flashing in these perfect sequences, robotic arms swiveling with this. It's almost a terrifying precision.
It's so different from a studio or an office, isn't it?
Oh, completely. This is where the physical world actually gets constructed. This is where stuff gets made.
And that is the perfect place to start our first segment. The vocabulary of production. We need to define, where we are standing right now.
Okay.
So we have two core keywords to kick things off. Factory and machine.
Simple words, you'd think, on the surface anyway, but let's unpack them a bit in this context.
Go for it.
A factory is, it's the container, it's the shell, but inside, it's a whole ecosystem.
Right.
And the machines, they're the inhabitants. They are the workers that never sleep, they never take a coffee break, and they definitely never complain about the passive voice.
And what do they do all day? They manufacture.
Manufacture. Now, that is a word with a really fascinating history.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you dig into the etymology, it comes from Latin, manu, meaning hand.
Hand, right.
And facture, which means making. So literally, it means handmade.
That is so ironic. It's the total opposite of what it means now.
Exactly. Because when we use the word today in the 21st century, it means the exact opposite, doesn't it?
It really does. So it's like a linguistic fossil.
That's a perfect term for it. It reminds us of a time when a manufacturer was a guy named Smith, hammering a horseshoe in a shed.
Yeah.
But in the context of modern English, and, for this deep dive, manufacturing implies the complete removal of the hand.
Right.
It is the process of making things on a massive scale using industrial power.
And you really get a sense of that scale just looking at all these machines working together. It's not one person whittling a stick.
No.
It's a synchronized dance of steel. It's all about volume.
And that leads us to a really crucial distinction, I think, in this vocabulary list. We have to compare and contrast two types of production.
Okay.
On one side, we have mass-produced.
Mass-produced. The definition is, it's made by machines in large numbers.
Yeah.
But it's about more than just the numbers, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole philosophy. Mass production is really about the democratization of goods.
How do you mean?
Well, it means that the phone in my pocket is identical to the phone in your pocket, and it's identical to the phone in the pocket of a billionaire.
Right. So the main characteristics are, it's usually cheaper, and they are identical copies. Consistency is absolutely king here.
And there is a certain comfort in that consistency. You know exactly what you're getting every single time.
True.
But maybe there's a lack of soul, a lack of human error, which, oddly enough, is something we sometimes miss.
Yeah, the little imperfections.
Exactly. Which brings us to the other side of the coin, handmade.
Handmade. So the definition here is made by a person, not by a machine.
And the characteristics are basically flipped. It's often expensive. It's unique. There is this specific, attention to detail. If you buy a handmade sweater, you can almost see the stitches where the person maybe paused to take a sip of tea or got distracted by their cat.
Exactly. It bears the mark of the maker. It has a story.
It does.
But here, in this factory, we are definitely leaning toward the mass-produced side of things. We are in the realm of the object, not the subject.
For sure.
But, regardless of how something is made, there is one thing that connects them both.
What's that?
The label.
Ah, yes. The importance of labels. We're talking about brand and quality.
Right. We look for trusted brands because we associate them with quality. But there's a specific phrase on almost every label that is pure passive voice, even if we don't realize it.
Which is?
Made in.
Made in. Huh. The origin story of the object. It's funny you mentioned that because as soon as you said it, I felt this compulsion to check.
Check what?
My own shirt. I'm actually looking at the tag right now. Hang on. I have to twist my neck a bit.
What does it say?
It says, made in China.
Made in China. A classic example.
And I have a pen in my pocket here. Let me check that one. Made in Germany.
There you go. And notice the structure, right? We don't say, Steve made this in China, or a factory worker named Hans made this in Germany.
No.
We just say made in. It completely strips away the specific maker and just gives us the geographic origin.
Well, it's like geopolitics in a sentence tag. The entire country becomes the creator. The millions of individual workers are just summarized into one little prepositional phrase.
That's a good way to think about it.
It's efficient, but it's also a little dehumanizing if you think about it too much.
Well, we're here to think about it. And that is the perfect segue into our second segment, the concept.
Okay.
Why do we actually use the passive voice? Because for a lot of learners, and even for native speakers, it can feel like a strange kind of gymnastics with language.
Yeah.
Why turn the sentence backward?
It can feel backward, yeah. So let's simplify it with a clear contrast. We have the active voice and we have the passive voice.
All right.
Think of it like a theater stage.
Okay, I like the theater analogy. Let's do a side-by-side. Give me the active version first.
Okay. Active. Workers build cars in Germany.
Workers build cars in Germany. Okay, so in this version, the spotlight on our stage is hitting the workers.
Mm-hmm.
They are the stars of the show. They're holding the wrenches. They're wiping sweat from their foreheads. The sentence is about them.
Now let's flip the switch. Passive. Cars are built in Germany.
Cars are built in Germany. Okay, so the spotlight just moved. The workers have, vanished into the shadows.
Exactly.
And now, center stage is the car. The gleaming metal, the finished product.
Exactly. The focus is on the object, the product. The grammar itself actually dictates where the listener's attention goes. It's pretty cool.
And this brings us to the why. Why would we choose to delete the workers from the sentence? I think in linguistics they call this agent deletion, which sounds like a spy movie trope.
Agent deletion, I like that. The rule is actually quite logical when you break it down. We use the passive when we don't know who did the action. Or, and this is the key in industry and business, we simply don't care.
That sounds a bit harsh, don't care, but I get what you mean.
Right, it's not personal.
In this huge factory we're walking through, looking at thousands of widgets coming down the line, do we know the name of every single operator?
No way. And frankly, does the consumer who's buying the widget really need to know that Bob from Shift 3 assembled it?
Not really. Unless Bob made a mistake.
Even then. That brings up another really common use of the passive voice. The corporate shield, I call it. You know the phrase, mistakes were made.
Oh, the classic non-apology apology.
Exactly.
Not I made a mistake, but mistakes were made.
Yep. It totally distances the speaker from the blame. It makes the mistake sound like a natural disaster that just happened.
Yeah.
But here in the factory, it's mostly about efficiency. Saying the product is made makes infinitely more sense than trying to say John and Susan and Michael and Dave made the product.
That's a really great way to put it.
Efficiency in language just mirrors the efficiency in the factory.
We are streamlining our sentences just like this assembly line is streamlining production. We're cutting out the fat, and the fat in this case is the specific identity of the worker.
I love that. Language engineering. We are engineering the sentence for maximum impact on the product. It's all about the result.
So we've got the vocabulary and we've got the conceptual framework. Now, I think we need to pop the hood and look at the engine.
Ah,
It's time for segment 3, grammar focus. The formula.
I'm ready. Break it down for me. Let's look at the mathematics of this sentence structure, because it really is a formula, isn't it?
It is, 100%. To create the passive voice, you need a very specific combination of ingredients. It's object plus AMISR plus past participle, V3.
Okay, let's pause right there. Because that V3, or past participle part, that is often the stumbling block.
It really is.
It's the hurdle where a lot of builders, a lot of learners trip.
It is. Most people know the verb to be, am, is, are. That part's pretty easy. But the past participle is the third form of the verb. It represents the result state, the finished state.
Yeah. So if we have eat, that's V1, the action. Ate, V2, that's the history, the past. But V3 is eaten.
Yes, eaten.
And that's the state of being finished. The food has been eaten.
Exactly. And you absolutely must know these irregulars, like written.
From write, wrote, written.
Not spoken.
From speak, spoke, spoken.
You can't just add E to everything, unfortunately. English likes to be a little bit tricky.
It likes to keep you on your toes, for sure.
Let's look at some standard examples just to see the formula in action. Take a simple sentence. The email is sent.
Okay, let's analyze that. The transformation is send becomes sent. The email is the object, is our helper verb, and sent is the V3.
Right.
The email is sent. It implies the button has been pressed, it's gone, the action is complete.
How about this one? The rooms are cleaned every day.
Okay, so here we have a plural object, rooms. So we switch the helper verb to are. And cleaned is a regular verb, thank goodness, so it just gets the ed.
Simple enough.
The rooms are cleaned. And again, we don't know who cleaned them. Maybe it was a maid, maybe it was a robot vacuum. We just focus on the result. A nice, clean room.
And one that I think you'll particularly like.
Oh, yeah.
I am paid on Friday.
Oh, I react very, very positively to that idea. I am paid. That is my favorite passive sentence in the entire English language.
I thought it might be.
The focus is on me receiving the money, not on the payroll department, pressing the button to transfer it.
Yeah.
It's about me.
Exactly. It centers you as the receiver of the action. Now, to really hammer this home, to get it into our listeners' heads, our builders out there, we need to do some drills.
Okay.
We're going to do a repetition drill.
Repetition is the mother of skill. Or should I say, skill is created by repetition.
Very good. I see what you did. Okay, so we have 3 situations. I want everyone listening to repeat this out loud. We're going to say each target sentence 3 times.
Don't just listen.
Right. Speak. Engage your muscles. It really helps.
I'll do it with you. I'm ready.
Okay. Situation 1. The key words are grow Brazil. And we were talking about coffee.
Okay. Coffee. Grow. Brazil. This is a classic geography factor.
Classic. The sentence is, coffee is grown in Brazil. Let's go.
Coffee is grown in Brazil.
Again.
Coffee is grown in Brazil.
One more time with conviction.
Coffee is grown in Brazil.
Excellent. And notice that verb grown. It's grow, grew, grown. Why do we say it this way? Because coffee is a global commodity. We don't care about the specific farmer Juan Valdez in this context.
Right.
We care about the national output, the big picture.
Right. It's an economic statement, not a personal story.
Precisely. Okay. Situation 2. The key words are speak here.
Yep.
And we're talking about the English language.
Okay. Speak here.
The sentence is, English is spoken here. Ready?
English is spoken here. Again.
English is spoken here.
Last time.
English is spoken.
Perfect. Spoken. Speak, spoke, spoken. This is the phrase you see on signs in, tourist areas all over the world.
Right.
It's not we speak English, it's English is spoken. It's more inviting somehow.
It is. It creates an atmosphere of accessibility. It's not about the person behind the counter. It's about the place itself.
Exactly. Okay, and finally, situation 3. The key words are make China. We're talking about a phone.
Make China. Just like my shirt.
Just like your shirt. The sentence is, the phone is made in China.
The phone is made in China.
Again?
The phone is made in China.
A idle time.
The phone is made in China.
Good. And that verb, made, made, made. You can feel the rhythm of it now, right? It's mechanical.
It is.
It just clicks into place.
It does. It feels really solid. Object is done. Object is done. It's a very stabilizing sentence structure. It's very certain. Now that we have that rhythm down, I think it's time to move to a different part of the factory. I smell something. Something changing in the air.
Wait, I smell it too. The oil and the metallic smell is gone. This smells sweeter. It smells richer. It's dense. What is that?
Welcome to segment 4, Storytime. We have just entered the chocolate section.
Oh, wow. Okay, my stomach just actually growled. That is not an exaggeration. That smells incredible.
You heard it?
It's warm and sugary, but with that little bitter undertone of pure cocoa. Oh, man.
Settle down.
Yeah.
Keep your hands inside the safety rails. We're here to observe the process.
Okay. Observing.
I'm going to walk us through how this chocolate is produced. I want you to listen very carefully to the verbs. I'm going to channel my inner TV documentary narrator. You have the style like on how it's made.
Oh, I love those shows. They are so hypnotic. Okay, I'm listening. I'm watching. And I'm mostly smelling.
Here we go. Welcome to the chocolate factory. Here, the best chocolate in the world is made.
It's made. Passive. Okay, a bold claim to fame right at the start.
First, the cocoa beans are harvested from the trees.
Harvested. So we start in the tropics. The pods are cut down from the trees. That's hard, manual labor, all summarized in just one word.
Then they are dried in the sun.
Dried, that's a crucial step. If they aren't dried properly, they rot. The sun does all the work.
Next, the beans are shipped to the factory.
Shipped, right, across oceans. The logistics of that alone are just mind-boggling when you stop and think about it.
Inside the factory, the beans are roasted in these big ovens.
Oh, that's the smell. That is exactly the smell. It's intense. It's like coffee, but somehow, I don't know, better. It's that Maillard reaction happening right in front of our noses.
Focus. Don't lean too far over the vat there. Sugar and milk are added to the mixture.
Added. Okay, that's the magic combination. That's the alchemy, right? That's what turns a bitter bean into a sweet treat.
Finally, the liquid chocolate is poured into molds.
So it's taking shape. Watching that liquid curtain of chocolate fall is just deeply satisfying.
It is cooled down.
Okay, so it's solidifying. It's becoming the bar. The structure creates that satisfying snap.
And of course,
Yeah.
the bad chocolate is eaten by Lukas.
That is 100% correct. I confirm this enthusiastically. If quality control misses a piece, I am there. I am the final step in the process.
I literally saw you sneaking a piece off the conveyor belt.
It was a reject. It was chipped. I was helping clean up. The chocolate is eaten. It's a vital part of the factory ecosystem. Nothing goes to waste.
You are unbelievable. Well, while you wiped the chocolate off your face, you missed a spot right on your cheek. We need to address something else about factory life. It's not just about making things. It's about safety and order.
That's very true. Industrial environments are dangerous. There are high voltages, moving parts, heavy loads. There have to be rules.
And that brings us to segment 5, cultural note, rules, and signs.
You see signs absolutely everywhere in here. It's a whole visual language of command. Yellow triangles, red circles, all that stuff.
And they often use the passive voice to sound impersonal and authoritative. We need to look at 3 keywords: forbidden, allowed, required.
Okay, let's look at a scenario.
Look at that wall over there. See that sign with the red circle and the line through a cigarette? The text says, smoking is prohibited.
Smoking is prohibited. Oh, no, my candy cigarette.
Put that away. Why do you even have that?
It's for stress relief. But it's just candy, I swear.
Doesn't matter. The sign is clear. Prohibited means no smoking. It's forbidden.
Yeah.
And the passive voice here makes it feel like a law.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's not the boss says don't smoke. It is simply, it is prohibited. It sounds absolute.
It does. It feels like a law of physics or something. Gravity is respected. Smoking is prohibited. It's totally non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And it removes the personality of the enforcer. You can't argue with the sign because the sign isn't a person.
Precisely. It creates a universal standard. Now look at the sign by the door we just came through. It says, hard hats are required.
Hard hats are required. Ah, that explains the yellow helmets from the intro.
Exactly. Required means you must do it. It is mandatory. Again, it's not please wear a hat. It's hard hats are required.
Yeah.
The focus is on the safety gear itself.
It just removes the argument. If a person tells you to wear a hat, you might argue back, oh, I have great hair. I don't want to mess it up. If the sign says hats are required, you just do it. It settles the debate before it can even begin.
That is the power of the passive. It creates an environment of objective, unarguable rules.
I feel very safe and also slightly bossed around, but mostly safe.
Good. Now that we are safe, educated, and you're full of chocolate, I think it's time for a game.
I love games. Is there a prize? Is it more chocolate?
The prize is knowledge.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of pride. This is segment 6, the how is it made game.
Okay, how does it work?
Simple. I am going to describe a production process or an object using our star of the show, the passive voice. You have to guess what the object is. And I want enthusiastic guesses. I want to hear that sugar rush kicking in.
I am ready. My brain is in high gear. Lay it on me.
Round 1. Listen carefully to the materials and the usage. Ready.
Ready.
It is made of wood. It is used for writing. It is sharpened when it gets dull.
Okay. Made of wood, used for writing, sharpened. It's a pencil.
Correct. Very good. It is made. It is used. It is sharpened. Classic passive descriptions that focus on the utility on the object itself.
Nice. Off to a strong start. I can totally visualize the pencil being made now.
Round 2. Let's go for something a little more culinary.
Uh-oh.
It is baked in an oven. It is covered with cheese and tomato. It is sliced into triangles.
Oh, don't do this to me. Baked. Covered with cheese. Sliced into triangles. It's pizza. It has to be pizza.
Yes, it is pizza.
I'm hungry again. How is that even possible? I just ate all that chocolate.
You have a bottomless pit, apparently. But notice the verbs. Baked, covered, sliced. We describe the food by what happens to it.
Right. It's the journey of the dough.
Round 3. A little different this time. It is printed on paper. It is read by people. It is delivered in the morning.
Okay, printed on paper, read by people,
Yeah.
delivered in the morning. This feels a bit old school. Could be a magazine? No, a book. Or a newspaper.
Oh, the SEP newspaper. That's the
Yeah.
one I was thinking of. Is printed, is read, is delivered.
I feel like newspaper is the classic answer there, although I guess the news is read on a phone is probably more accurate for 2026.
That's true, but the news is scrolled just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Okay.
Round 4. This one is a little bit meta.
Meta, okay.
It is recorded in a studio. It is listened to by smart students. It is downloaded from the cloud.
Recorded in a studio, listened to by smart students. Well, that has to be this podcast, The Deep Dive.
You got it. It is recorded. It is listened to. It is downloaded.
And it is enjoyed, I would hope.
I hope so, too. You know, watching you guess these and watching you eat that chocolate earlier,
Yes. What's your diagnosis, Doc?
I have a theory. I think you might be made of chocolate.
Me, made of chocolate.
You consume so much of it during the tour, I think you're becoming like 90% cocoa at this point.
You know what? Lukas is made of chocolate. That is a passive sentence I can absolutely live with. It sounds sweet.
Yes, it does.
It implies I am a product of joy.
It does. But sadly, our tour of this factory of joy is coming to an end. We have to head toward the exit signs.
The exit is located here, see? Another passive sign. They're everywhere.
They are everywhere. So let's just quickly recap what we saw today. We did a full system check on the passive voice.
We did. We learned the formula object plus be plus past participle.
And we learned that looking at the world through this passive lens really helps when we want to focus on the result, the product, rather than the maker.
Yeah, whether it's cars being built in Germany or, chocolate being eaten by me.
By you.
It's about the action and the object. It's about stepping back and seeing the whole system, not just the individual people in it.
It's a really powerful tool for your language toolkit. So at all our builders out there listening, keep practicing. Look at the objects around you right now and ask, where is it made? How is it used? Why is it built that way?
And check your labels. You might be surprised where your shirt is made. And please obey the signs. If it says hard hats are required, wear the hat.
Great advice. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. I'm going to go find another rejected chocolate bar.
End of the system check. See you in the next episode.